War fatigue grips Kiev as both allies and enemies turn their backs on Ukraine. Amidst the growls of the Russian bear, Western supporters are retreating, leaving Ukraine isolated. The Western Europe openly admit their inability to provide further aid, marking a stark change in the dynamics of the conflict. Ukraine finds itself in a challenging position navigating this newfound reality on the battleground. Hi and welcome, I'm your host Vedika. Let's begin with a video report. EU countries have given Ukraine all the arms they can without compromising their own defense, Politico has reported, citing a European official. Kiev is facing cuts to both arms supplies and cash injections as cracks appear in Western support. We cannot keep on giving from our own stockpiles, the European source said as quoted on Monday. There may still be robust political support, but we've given everything that we will not endanger our own security. In a separate story on Tuesday, the outlet said that support for funding the Ukrainian government was showing mere cracks than ever. The failure of the US Congress to allocate aid money in its stopgap budget, the election of former Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico, who promised to halt assistance to Ukraine, and ongoing diplomatic tensions between Ukraine and Poland have raised concerns. The Ukrainian government expects to receive at least $42.8 billion from international donors next year, as outlined in its projected budget. An expected fight over the EU's joint budget means that no one dares to predict anything at this point, a diplomatic source told the news outlet. Another diplomat said, "The big elephant in the room in Europe is the concern that Washington could abandon Ukraine." Moreover, the White House and Pentagon are reducing aid to Ukraine, sparking concerns. Pentagon officials have warned Congress about limited funds hindering further aid. Pentagon Comptroller Michael McCord emphasized this urgency, highlighting potential risks to US military readiness. The worry intensifies as Russia gears up for a winter offensive. The US isn't alone. Other entities express alarm over Ukraine's conduct and corruption, leading to reduced support during the ongoing conflict. The strain between limited resources and increasing demands poses challenges for policymakers, raising questions about the sustainability of aid programs in critical geopolitical situations. Amidst the already heightened tensions in Kiev of waning Western support, the UK also joined the chorus. A senior military chief has said Britain has run out of defense equipment to donate to Ukraine, and other countries should step in and shoulder more of the burden. The comments come after Ben Wallace revealed that he asked Rishi Sunak to spend €2.3 billion more on support for Ukraine before he resigned as defense secretary last month. On Monday, the Kremlin claimed that Western fatigue with the war will grow. The White House replied that Vladimir Putin was wrong to think he could outlast the pro-Kiev alliance. Last night, a senior military source told the Telegraph that the onus should not be on the UK to provide the billions Mr. Wallace has called for. Giving billions more doesn't mean giving billions of British kit, they said, adding that the UK had a role to play in encouraging other nations to give more money and weapons. "We've given away just about as much as we can afford," they added. The recent shifts in European political landscapes, especially in countries crucial to NATO and the EU, indicate growing concerns about the prolonged conflict in Ukraine. Leaders like Robert Fico in Slovakia are signaling a shift away from military aid. Hungary's hesitance in funding weapons donations further emphasizes this trend. Additionally, Czech President Petr Pavel's call for Europe to declare its reliance on US defense highlights a broader sentiment. As cracks in solidarity widen, Ukraine finds itself in a precarious position, highlighting the urgent need for international diplomacy. The diminishing support from Western nations to Ukraine raises alarming questions about the nation's future amidst the ongoing conflict.